Hello, my nurturing and intuitive Cancer souls. Welcome back to Zodiac of Mind, the sacred sanctuary, where we listen to the gentle whispers of the cosmos to illuminate the profound and magical truth of your path. I need you to draw near to quiet the world around you and to listen not only with your ears, but with that deep protective heart that makes you the keeper of life's most sacred sanctuaries. Have you felt it? Not a sudden jolt, but a deep, powerful tide pulling at the shores of your soul. A feeling that a door you have long been guarding, a door you perhaps thought was sealed forever, is about to be opened by a celestial hand. What if I told you, my dear Cancer, that on the 4th of October you are destined to step through such a doorway, and that this passage will not merely change the walls that surround you, but will fundamentally transform the very emotional landscape of your soul? Imagine for just a moment a relocation so profound that you must leave behind the heavy shell of old memories, the chilling whispers of unreciprocated loyalty, and the lingering ghosts of falsehoods to finally receive the unconditional love, the deep-seated security, and the true soul home that has been written in the stars for you since the beginning of time. There is a powerful, undeniable truth echoing through the cosmos for you right now, and it is this: the time for standing still is over. The universe in its infinite wisdom has chosen this moment. A divine appointment has been made. You must go, and you must go now. If this message is already resonating in the deepest chambers of your heart, if you feel that soul-deep tremor of recognition, I invite you to seal this sacred connection with us. Let a like on this video be your sacred yes to the universe, a declaration that you are ready to receive your blessings. And if you have not yet subscribed to our sacred space at Zodiac of Mind, let this be a covenant between our souls, ensuring you never miss a single divine whisper meant exclusively for you. Please share in the comments below if you have felt that strange, beautiful trembling in your spirit, that feeling that everything is about to change. Let's create a tapestry of our shared journey. Now, my beautiful Cancer, let us dive deeper into the silent waters of your heart. Let me whisper to you a truth that your soul has always known, but that perhaps no one has ever dared to speak aloud. There are certain wounds that do not bleed outwardly. They do not cry out for attention. Instead, they become part of the very foundation of the home you build around your heart. And you, my dear, know this feeling more intimately than anyone. How many times have you put on a brave face for your family, becoming the strong, unshakable rock for everyone else, while a storm of 1,000 sorrows raged within the temple of your heart? It has not been the loud, overt attacks that have wounded you the most, has it? Oh no. For a soul as sensitive as yours, the deepest cuts have come from the unspoken. They have come from those you have nurtured, those you have given your sanctuary to, only to feel the cold, lingering draft of their unspoken resentment or jealousy. I have always believed that the most profound pain for a Cancerian soul does not live in what is said, but in the chilling abyss of what is left undone, unreciprocated. It is in the heavy silence of a home that no longer feels like one. The betrayal lies in the way they pretend to be your family, your tribe, your safe space, while their hearts have been walking a different path all along. This is a darkness that wears the most convincing mask of familiarity, a betrayal without words, and you, my dear Cancer, with the divine gift of intuition that God and the universe have entrusted to you, you have felt every single current of it. You have absorbed it all. You have endured. You have retreated into your shell, believing that if you just nurtured a little more, if you just remained the calm center of the storm, then everyone would be safe. But let me tell you a profound secret. A false home is not a sanctuary. It is a cage. It is a beautifully decorated prison that slowly, methodically imprisons the soul. It steals your authentic voice. It places stones of unspoken grief upon your chest until it feels hard to breathe. And the more you remain silent, the more others come to believe that you will be their emotional caretaker forever. They believe you will never find the courage to step out of the role they have assigned you. But you, my magnificent Cancer, were not born to be a vessel for the unresolved pain of others. You were born to be a conduit of divine love. You were born to build, to nurture, to create, and to be living, breathing proof that true compassion and boundless love can not only survive but thrive in a world that has often forgotten their meaning. I know you have asked the heavens in the quiet solitude of the night, why? Why does the universe ask me to carry the weight of this hidden resentment? Why am I placed in these endless cycles of falsehood and emotional silence? The answer, my love, was never to break you. It was to teach you how to rise. It was never to keep you in the shadows, but to force you to awaken to the magnificent, unquenchable light that exists within your own heart, a light so powerful it can make any space a home. It is only through these profound emotional trials that a soul as deep as yours can truly mature. It is how you learn with unshakable certainty where you truly belong and, more importantly, where you do not. Tell me, Cancer, how many nights have you lain awake, your eyes fixed on the ceiling, whispering silent prayers into the darkness, hoping that an unseen gentle hand would finally lift the immense weight from your shoulders? I want you to hear this, to feel it in every cell of your being. Not one of those prayers, not one of those tears has ever vanished into the void. God has heard every whisper. The universe has witnessed every moment of your endurance. And on this coming 4th of October, that long, aching silence will finally shatter and give way to a divine answer. One door will close behind you, not as a punishment, but as the most profound act of liberation you have ever known. And another will open a door that is larger, brighter, and more magnificent than you ever allowed yourself to imagine, leading you to the very home your soul has been yearning for all along. Do you feel it now? That strange, beautiful stirring in your chest, as though the very air around you is vibrating with an impending miraculous shift. Do not mistake it for fear, my dear. That is the trembling of your soul standing on the very precipice of its freedom. And you will come to understand that the only thing that could ever hold you back is not an external enemy, not the envy of others, but the echo of old fears that still resides within you. But you must remember this divine law. If God has opened the way, no human hand can shut it. If the universe has written this journey into your cosmic blueprint, then all you need to do is find the courage to take the first step. Cancer, how many times have you smiled while your spirit was weeping? How many times have you been convinced that true lasting peace was meant for others but not for you? I am here today as a conduit for the cosmos to tell you you are worthy. You have always been worthy. And now is the time to believe it, not just as a fleeting thought in your mind, but as an unshakable truth in the very core of your heart. When that door opens on the 4th of October, you will see on the other side not just a new home, but a new version of yourself. A version that is stronger, brighter, and gloriously unapologetically free. Oh, you will weep, my love, but they will be tears of profound release. You will tremble, but it will be with the quivering of magnificent wings preparing for their first flight into a new sky. And you will walk forward no longer as the one who was imprisoned in the silence of others, but as a soul returned by the divine to its rightful sacred place. Breathe deeply, my dear Cancer, and trust that what is coming is the celestial gift your spirit has been awaiting for all of its lifetimes. And remember, this is only the beginning. Have you ever wondered why every sign, every dream, every quiet moment of intuition keeps leading you back to this same feeling, this threshold of immense change? Perhaps a part of you feels unsettled, anxious, asking the universe, why can I not just be left in peace for a little while? But in that very moment of weariness, the universe is whispering back to you, my dear, the peace you seek is not in standing still. It is on the other side of this door. The time has come. It is time not only to pack your physical belongings, but to pack away the old heartaches, the old identities, and the old limitations that have kept your magnificent spirit in a space that has become far too small for the being you are becoming. This 4th of October is not an ordinary day marked on a calendar. It carries within it the vibration of an ancient promise, a relocation that was written into your soul's contract long before you arrived here. It is not merely about walls and roofs, it is about the expansion of your spirit. Some will call it moving, but you will know the deeper truth. This is a sacred relocation of the soul. It is a ritual where you must consciously leave behind the memories that sting, the unspoken wounds that have festered in the shadows, and the faces that smiled while suffocating your light. And in the very moment you turn your back on that old reality, you will have a breathtaking realization you are not losing a single thing. You are simply handing a battlefield back to the past and walking with grace and dignity into the sanctuary that was always meant to be yours. I have seen in my own life and in the lives of so many souls, I have been honored to guide how the divine opens new roads. It is often not by gently giving us what we think we want, but by lovingly and sometimes forcefully removing what we cling to out of fear. Because sometimes, my dear Cancer, the things we cling to are the very bars of our prison. A job we call security that is slowly corroding our spirit. A relationship we call family that reeks of jealousy, control, and emotional manipulation. A house we call home that has absorbed more silent tears than it has ever heard laughter. God knows that a heart as loyal and gentle as yours would likely never release these things by choice. So a divine intervention occurs. The old doors are allowed to close, compelling us to step forward into the unknown. And it is only when we walk trembling out of the familiar that we discover it was never an ending we were facing. It was a salvation. Cancer, have you heard that whisper late at night, the one that says, "You have endured for long enough. You deserve true peace"? Perhaps you ignored it. Perhaps you stubbornly stayed convincing yourself that you were fine, that you could handle it. But your soul, my dear, your soul has always known the truth. Your soul has been knocking on the inside of your heart for so long, waiting for you to finally listen, to finally open the door from within. And now the universe will wait no more. On the 4th of October, the great wheel of destiny will turn, and you will be moved. Not to lose, but to be returned to the place that has always been energetically and spiritually yours. Imagine standing at a crossroads. One path leads back to that old house, an atmosphere heavy with unspoken sighs, sharp glances, and walls thick with tension. The other path opens into a radiant sunlit doorway, where a fresh breeze rushes in carrying the scent of new blossoms. A place where you can breathe deeply, where you can sleep without having to guard your dreams. Which path would you choose? The beautiful truth is the choice has already been made in your favor. The universe has decided. And when that door opens, you will feel your feet being carried forward, as if lifted by an unseen angelic strength. Cancer, I need you to understand this with every fiber of your being. Leaving is not failure. Leaving is not defeat. Leaving is your soul finally declaring with a clear and powerful voice, "I refuse to live in this cage of shadows any longer." It is not loss, it is liberation. You are not a refugee fleeing a battle. You are a sacred pilgrim, one who has the courage to step off the battlefield to return to the temple of your own peace. And as you walk away, you will carry not just a few belongings in a suitcase, but a newfound, unshakable wisdom. The wisdom that you have the right to choose peace, the right to walk away from anything and anyone that no longer belongs in the peace. Sacred garden of your life. I know there is still fear. Who is not afraid to leave behind what is familiar, even when that familiarity is filled with pain? But I want you to remember this: a divine hand has never pushed a soul into an abyss. It only ever leads you to the sacred ground. You were always meant to stand on the place where your soul can finally bloom. The universe has never taken without giving something infinitely more beautiful in return. What awaits you beyond the door of October 4th will show you that every perceived loss was merely an illusion, and the gift of your new reality is the only truth. The only thing you will lose is your exhaustion. The only thing you will leave behind is the battlefield. And the only thing you will carry forward is a profound and radiant faith. And it is in this faith, my dear Cancer, that you will discover another miracle. As you prepared for this journey, did you imagine you would have to walk it alone? Perhaps you have grown so accustomed to building walls around your emotions, so used to the feeling that no one could possibly understand the weight you carry. But the universe never allows a soul to wander lost in the wilderness forever. When a great door of destiny opens, there is always another hand extended to make sure you do not have to cross the threshold in solitude. On the unseen map of your destiny, I see a figure moving steadily toward you. They do not come with loud demands or disruptive noise. They do not ask you to shrink yourself, to dim your light, or to be anything other than who you are. They arrive like a warm, comforting hearth fire on a cold night, steady, essential, and life-giving. Who came into your mind just now when I spoke of this soul? A flicker of a face, a name, a feeling. That my love is the soul who is destined to walk with you. I believe that true soul-deep love never arrives to possess. It arrives to protect. It does not make you feel smaller or strip away your worth. It makes you feel seen, safe, and profoundly accepted exactly as you are in all of your magnificent complexity. And Cancer, after all these years of giving your heart's treasures without return, after all the times you smiled while you were breaking inside, you do not just deserve such a love, it is your divine birthright. Do you know that the darkness of the past can make you forget how brightly you were born to shine? But when this destined companion enters your life, they become a divine mirror, reflecting your own forgotten light back to you. They see you not through the lens of your past mistakes or your scars, but through the radiant dignity and sacred light that God placed within you from the very beginning. And in their eyes, you will suddenly realize that you never lost your light at all. It was merely hidden behind your shell, waiting for a love pure enough to see it again. Perhaps this person is a new love whose energy feels both thrillingly new and anciently familiar. Perhaps it is a soul friend or a family member who is true at heart. Whatever form they take, they come with the same sacred purpose to walk with you, to hold your hand, to remind you that you no longer have to fight your battles alone. Your guardian angels have never allowed you to be truly abandoned. Each time you fell, a hand reached out, and now that hand is becoming clearer, warmer, and more present than ever before. I know there is a fear in your heart, my dear Cancer. It is the fear of trusting the wrong person again, of letting down your guard only to be hurt. But I also know that your heart, though it has been weary, has never truly stopped believing in the magic of a true home. And it is that very faith, that resilient, beautiful belief, that has called this person to you now. God never allows a soul who remains loyal to the frequency of love to remain empty-handed forever. This companion is the living, breathing answer to the prayers you whispered in the night, the manifestation of the tears you hid in the silence. Imagine that moment. You are standing at the threshold of October 4th, your hand trembling slightly as you reach for the doorknob, unsure of what lies ahead. And then another hand gently takes yours. It is steady, warm, and comforting, as if to say, "You are not alone, I am here." And in that single profound instant, you will understand. This journey is not just about a change of place, it is about a fundamental change in the way you are loved. From this moment forward, you will no longer have to love for two. You will no longer have to carry the emotional weight of a relationship alone. You will finally learn that true love is building together, sharing together, and overcoming together. You have lived long enough in a world where love felt conditional, where you gave 100-fold more than you ever received. But this time will be different, because this companion does not come to drain your beautiful energy, but to resonate with it. Not to test your spirit, but to protect it. Not to control your path, but to walk alongside you on it. You will see. With them, silence will no longer feel heavy and charged. It will become a peaceful, shared stillness. Conversations will no longer be battles to be heard, but natural flowing rivers where both souls share and both souls listen. In their eyes, you will no longer see jealousy or doubt, but only a deep soul-level recognition and trust. This is what your heart has longed for all these years. And here's the most wondrous part of this cosmic design. When you find this sacred companionship, the universe simultaneously unlocks another door, the door of prosperity. Because a love that is true does not just soothe the soul, it liberates your energy to embrace the other blessings that are arriving for you. When you are no longer bound by the chains of fear, loneliness, and emotional exhaustion, your energetic field becomes clear, powerful, and magnetic, drawing in stability, opportunity, and success. Love and prosperity are no longer two separate, distant paths. They are twin rivers flowing side by side, meeting exactly where you stand. Cancer, I want you to take a deep, cleansing breath and truly believe this. This person is closer than you think. Perhaps they have been beside you all along, waiting for you to be brave enough to truly see them. Perhaps they have just stepped into your life, carrying with them a new and refreshing breeze. Either way, they are the living proof that God has never abandoned you. And when you take their hand, you will see with crystal clarity that this journey was never meant to be walked alone. It is the sacred pilgrimage of two souls called together to step through the doorway of destiny into a shared and beautiful future. And so, my dear Cancer, close your eyes for one final moment. Imagine standing before two magnificent golden doors. One is carved with the word love, the true unconditional kind where you are seen cherished and loved without reservation. The other door is carved with the word abundance, material prosperity, where financial burdens melt away like snow in the spring, where a deep sense of stability holds you where you no longer lie awake at night fearing tomorrow. For so much of your life, you may have believed that you could only choose one, that to have love you must accept lack, or to have security you must endure loneliness. But today, the universe is whispering a different, more magnificent truth into your soul. Both doors are opening for you at once. You do not have to choose. I believe that true divine happiness is never about sacrifice. Happiness does not demand that you abandon half of your heart to have bread on your table, nor does it ask you to surrender your safety for a loving embrace. God does not send you a partial blessing. He sends blessings that are whole and complete. And after your long journey of patience, after all that you have silently endured, your reward is not only a love that heals the deepest parts of your heart, but a prosperity that nourishes both your body and your soul. Let me say this again so that it may anchor itself into your reality. You deserve both. Do not let anyone or any memory from your past convince you otherwise. When a soul has traveled through the darkness, as you have when your heart has continued to plant seeds of kindness in barren soil, the universe does not reward you with a single fragment. It gives you the entire beautiful picture. Cancer, do you dare to believe that you can hold the hand of the one you love and together sign a contract for a lifetime of shared dreams? Imagine that moment, two hands intertwined, signing a new covenant. It might be a lease for a new home, a contract for a new job, or a document for a new financial opportunity. But in truth, it is not about the ink on the paper. It is the universe's affirmation that from this moment forward, you will no longer fight your battles alone. Love and stability will walk hand in hand in your life. All these years you have prayed, you have whispered to God through the long nights, "Please grant me peace. Give me a place where I truly belong." And can you see now, that prayer never vanished. It gathered energy, it gained momentum, it reached the very heart of the Creator. And today the answer arrives not as one blessing, but as two arriving in perfect harmony. Love comes to soothe your heart, and prosperity comes to steady your steps. This is no random miracle. This is the divine fruit of your patience, your sacrifices, and all the times you chose forgiveness over revenge and faith over despair. The universe has not forgotten. God has not overlooked a single tear. Every one you shed became a seed, and today you are finally stepping into your harvest season. Look directly at this truth, my dear Cancer. You are not only loved, you are being entrusted with the power to build a stable, beautiful life. You do not only find arms to hold you, you find a home to build within. You do not only share a meal, you share a secure financial future for two to enjoy. This is the sacred union your soul once longed for, but perhaps never dared to believe was truly possible. I want you to feel the joy rising within you, knowing that you no longer have to choose. You can laugh in someone's arms and know that tomorrow you will wake up in safety. You can give your love freely and know that your finances are held secure. And all of this does not come to make you weak. It comes to give you a double portion of strength, the strength of a healed heart and the strength of a solid foundation. Do not be surprised if in the coming days you begin to see specific signs. A job offer that feels divinely inspired, a new contract, an unexpected flow of resources, and alongside it, a deep, meaningful relationship, moving closer, becoming clearer and more firm. This is not a coincidence. This is the universe masterfully arranging for both of your blessings to arrive at once. And I want you to remember this. True love and true prosperity never come to test you. They come to lift you. They do not come to make you anxious. They come to grant you a profound and lasting peace. As you step through the door of October 4th, you will find yourself entering a new temple. A temple where love and abundance no longer stand on opposite altars, but merge into one divine light, forming magnificent wings to carry you farther than you have ever flown before. And in this there is one final glorious truth the universe whispers. This victory is not only material, it is spiritual. For when you hold both love and prosperity in your hands, you learn the greatest lesson of all you were never lacking. You were simply being prepared, refined, and guided, so that today you would be mature enough and strong enough to hold both blessings with grace. And from here you will not merely live, you will blossom. Cancer, this is your moment. Open your heart, receive your gifts, and walk forward with the unshakable faith that God and the universe have always been by your side, leading you into the sacred place where love and prosperity finally unite in your hands. My dear, powerful Cancer, we have reached the culmination of this incredible cosmic message, and I want you to take one final deep breath with me. Acknowledge the profound significance of this moment. This is not just information, it is a spiritual activation. It marks the beautiful, powerful beginning of a deeply transformative journey designed exclusively for you. You have walked through the transformation of your old world. You have been healed in the gentle currents of release. And now you are stepping onto the path of your highest calling. Love is by your hearth. Comfort is in your heart. Abundance is flowing toward you. I believe true happiness for a Cancer soul is found not in what you possess, but in the full, unapologetic embrace of your authentic, nurturing, and magical self. It is in knowing that you are worthy of everything you desire and that you have the strength and intuitive brilliance to create it. God and the universe have seen every tear, every act of unconditional love, and now all of that energy is returning to you, transmuted into love, peace, and a radiant new beginning. Smile, my friend, for you no longer need to carry the old burdens. You no longer need to doubt your immense value. You are a divine gift to this world. Thank you for being here, for opening your powerful heart to receive this message. I pray that you, my beloved Cancer, will always be wrapped in divine protection, always find the soul-consuming love you deserve, and always live in the magnificent abundance you are destined to nurture. Remember, this journey does not end here. What lies ahead is even more beautiful, more powerful than you can currently imagine. Hold this truth in your heart. The most magnificent part of your story is just beginning. Now, I would be so honored to hear from you. What part of this message stirred your soul the most? What great transformation are you currently navigating? Share your thoughts, your insights, your powerful stories in the comment section below. Your journey is an inspiration to us all. You can tap or click on one of the videos you see on your screen to continue your journey into your incredible, limitless Cancer potential. Remember, you are the heart that creates the home. You are fully capable of achieving all of your wildest dreams. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey. I wish you an abundance of joy, love, and unwavering success.